Let's say you're a young hormonal boy.
So, bro,
Just got yourself your favorite bike. You have pimped it out to the T, and you have even fitted a loud exhaust to attract some attention. But do you think a loud exhaust is enough to be a biker?
of course, bro.
No, it isn't. And I'll show you why. Come with me.
Okay.
Here, have this. This is the new Powertronic ECU for your bike and will make it alive. Powertronic is a control unit which takes the signal from your bike's ECU, adjusts it and then sends it to the engine so that it can run better, faster, smoother and more efficiently. And when you switch it on, it is like adrenaline being pumped into your heart. The main module is stored at the storage compartment of your bike. It can easily be kept over there and you can stuff it so that it doesn't move around. You also have a connection so that you can laptop or computer and map it accordingly. You have been provided with the wire for connections by Wrist Dynamics themselves. You can simply just plug it and map it. You also have connections over here so that you can disconnect or connect and it will give you a map accordingly. So you can store two maps and use it one by one depending whichever you may want. And the labels tell you which map to use. You can directly connect it to your laptop and then map it whichever map you want. The mapping can be a little tricky for someone who doesn't know, but if you do know the mapping, you're going to love it.
Now we have seen what it does. Let's see how well it does it.
For comparison purposes, we got two riders of nearly the same weight and two bikes of the same exhaust system. We decided to run it first on the stock map and see how it pans out. Now we connect the Powertronic and try to run it on their map and see how it turns out.
Now let us get a little serious. A gap of 0.1 second is not a small gap. It is quite a big gap, especially at 60 kilometers per hour. And the faster you go, the more the gap increases. But immense acceleration and top speed are not the only things that we are looking for when you are a true biker. What you want is a proper throttle response. The Duke by itself, when it's in stock condition, it's very jerky, especially in the first three gears where the gearing is very short. It's very abrupt, the cutting in and cutting out, and you cannot actually enjoy your ride while you're doing it. Worst part is when you're in the city, it can be quite stressful on your wrist, and when you're in the ghat, it can actually cause you to low side because a sudden jerk, a sudden twist in acceleration, it will spin out the tires and you can low side or high side in worst case scenario. So we want smooth acceleration. What Powertronic does is the map that they give you by default itself goes with the stock exhaust and the aftermarket exhaust with air filters really well. You will experience the top speed difference and you will experience your throttle response to be much linear. You'll see that when you have put on your Powertronic, initially if you can't feel the difference, it's okay, because you need to give your ECU some time to properly fine tune it, and eventually when it fine tunes, then you will actually be able to enjoy corners like these. Which are really fun. And the best part is when you pull the throttle hard, which I won't be able to do over here for obvious reasons, but like this, you see the bike is not throwing me off, which means now that power delivery is linear and it's more towards the top end, so you can actually extract it in a corner rather than short shifting again and again and having some trouble in cornering and losing power within a corner. You want that push when you exit a corner. What Powertronic has done is that they have delayed the ignition timing so that you can have smoother ignitions in the bottom range and proper firing when the rev range goes high. Now we cannot say that it's flawless. There are particular flaws. The map that you get is fine-tuned for a stock exhaust. So actually, in all actuality, the performance gain is much better in a stock exhaust than in a modified bike like mine. The second problem that you face is, even if you remove it completely, the Powertronic completely, the harness is still visible. So if a service center guy is even a little bit aware, he can see. You can remove the harness, but it's a lot of problem. So if a service center guy notices it, then your warranty will be void. So if you want to keep your warranty, you will have to remove the harness. As I said again, not a big problem, you can do it, but it's a hassle. Now the Race Dynamic guys, they were extremely cooperative, and anytime I had any problem within 1 hour, they directly called me up and they tried to sort out the problem, because I do a lot of crap on my bike by myself, so there are issues, there are bound to be issues which you won't find generally. So I did some connections, I had some problems, they quickly solved it out. But if you ask them for a custom map, they have not made any. They'll suggest you to try it for yourself. And the biggest flaw, I would say, is it's not from their part. It's just that it's a modifiable software, but modification is not so easy. As a conclusion, my advice to you guys would be, before spending all your money on exhausts or air filter or anything else, to completely enjoy your riding experience, you should get a Powertronic or any ECU. I suggest Powertronic because it will give you the features of all the high-end ECUs with the price of our Indian product. Therefore, go for Powertronic and enjoy the ride. Your ride overall becomes so smooth that you can just tour for hours and hours easily. The jerkiness, the vibration, everything is gone. It's not just reduced, it's gone. Me with a blasting exhaust that is connected to my foot peg, I can still go easily. I cannot feel any vibration on my foot peg. Earlier my foot used to be numb within an hour or so. So for the first review, the Powertronic, I say it is worth spending on it, and you should spend on it. So just for you guys, this was my Powertronic review, my very first review. Hope you guys enjoyed it and it was somewhat helpful to you. Make sure you press that like button, share, subscribe if you have not subscribed. I'll be doing further such videos explaining my Brembos, what advantages I'm getting, why you should spend so much money on a Brembo. Thank you so much guys, thank you for all the love, much love back to you. Make sure you keep enjoying my channel. I'll try to keep the videos as regular as possible. Until then, I'll see you next time. Adios.
Here we go.
Scene one.
पीछे से देखो हाँ मेरे को
पेन तो टूल किट नहीं रख सकता नहीं। गाड़ी का पेपर जेब में।